My name is Lisa and I live in Boston right now. I have officially retired from work in biomedical research, but I am now into advocacy and doing things that will help make my city more accessible. I started thinking about myself as a person with a disability, I believe, when I finally had to give up my full-time job in biomedical research, and I had to fill out paperwork, and it really stressed to me that in order to receive help to survive, that I had to declare myself disabled. I'd say that I feel very fortunate that ADA was passed, because back in China, I could have been left by the side of the road because of an illness. But here in America, I have the opportunity to go to regular education. I wasn't institutionalized the way a lot of other people were before ADA. I was able to go to college and study medicine, where previously that would have been unthought of. And I was able to work in pharma, which would not have been possible had we not had the ADA pass. And I find that I get more respect now that people are starting to understand that there are people in the world with specific needs, and that they can be just as functional and just as normal as everyone else if they receive just a few bits of help. Attitudes are very hard to change. I just came back from a cruise, and when I was in the airport going through security and customs, one man who was corralling us saw me go by and yelled out, "Handy coming!" And then when I got to the next woman, she shouted, "I got a cane." And I find that really disrespectful. And I know it wasn't out of malice, but it was really hurtful that what it boiled down to, that I was just a thing, not an individual. And I know that they don't mean it that way, but I think that the use of language gives other people the impression that people who have special needs are lesser and don't deserve the same respect as other people. The word disability is very difficult for me because I wasn't raised in a family that talked about disability. It was more that, you are an individual and you have X. So, my name is Lisa, I have lupus, I have a kidney transplant, I am legally blind. But it's not the entirety of me, nor is it my main identity. My identity is that I like stuffed animals, I like a challenge, I like roller coasters, I love to eat, I love dancing, I love listening to books. But it just so happens that I happen to have a kidney transplant. I'm still adjusting. I mean, it's hard to have to use the word disability in order to get help. That, I'm not recognized by the government unless I declare myself disabled. But I see the need for a category, even though I would prefer not to be categorized. I would just prefer to be Lisa with these special considerations. I think there's a lack of understanding on how to deal with people who have apparent disabilities. They think that they have a right to grab you when you should never be touched unless you've given permission. I think that people infantilize people with disabilities. There's nothing wrong with my head, but people talk to me like I'm a 4-year-old, and that's not necessary. I received a full degree in college. I can read the paper. I can, maneuver around the city myself. I think I just want people to see me for who I am and not for, you know, the color of my skin or for, you know, whatever disability they think I have or handicap they think I have. I'd rather they just treat me as a person and look at individual needs just as individual needs for other people.